Megachurch NEWSLETTER, August 2020. This month we launched our new studio. Many months of work resulted in a wonderful outcome. Our viewers and donors are very proud that we were able to reach the level of professional TV stations in terms of technical quality and set design for the program's broadcast. We broadcast the first show from the new studio on August 15, the 100th anniversary of the Battle of Warsaw. It was then that the Polish army halted the Bolsheviks' march towards Europe on the outskirts of Warsaw. On this occasion, US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo visited Poland. We reported live on his visit. For the 100th anniversary of the battle, we made a film, Americans in the Battle of Warsaw, commemorating Polish-American comradeship and the contribution of American pilots in the war. Also, God blessed us with a few interviews with guests who are well known in our country. This helps us to overcome the conspiracy of silence in Catholic Communist Poland. Among those who made appearance on Against the Tide TV were Witold Waszczykowski, member of the European Parliament and former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Andrzej and Dobromir Sośnierz, two members of parliament belonging to two different political parties and privately father and son, Friar Dr. Maciej Zięba, John Paul II's friend and solidarity activist, and Piotr Cyrwus, famous actor. They appeared on our new cultural show. We also started a new program for entrepreneurs. Also, Simon Cheng, former employee of the British Embassy in Hong Kong, who had been tortured as a political prisoner, appeared on our TV for the second time. In the aftermath of the conference Freedom vs. Communism, a new issue of the Against the Tide magazine appeared in paper format. It consists of 124 pages. On the cover pages, we put illustrations by Greta Samuel, who had been persecuted by Chinese communists. In connection with the International Day commemorating the victims of acts of violence based on religion or belief, we published a report on discrimination against and persecution of evangelical Christians in Poland based on the example of the New Covenant Church in Lublin and Against the Tide TV. Recently, another attack on one of the members of our church took place. His car was burned, and again, the prosecutor's office pretends that nothing has happened. The report is also available in English. We would appreciate your help sending it to institutions and journalists dealing with the problem of religious freedom around the world. Unfortunately, media in Poland reports only on insignificant issues in the area. Our government pretends to respect religious freedom. Regrettably, there are only barred clauses in the constitution. In reality, evangelical Christians are persecuted, even by state authorities, as we have documented in the report. In the beginning of August, we had our first week-long church conference over the internet. The leading topic was the practice of personal evangelism. The lectures, discussions and workshops have already resulted in increased number of deeper-level conversations between the members of our church and unbelievers. Every week we hear about such cases. The second important objective of the conference involved daily meetings in fixed small groups. Thus, it was possible to achieve a high level of sincerity in discussing various aspects of Christian life. Despite the fact that it was an online conference, a few people came to Lublin, two of whom were baptized. At the end of August, we had another conference on biblical counseling with Dr. Ab Abercrombie of the Biblical Counseling Institute. This time we looked at counseling for families. We are requesting prayers for good outcomes of the training for families. For a good start of the new academic year, we are planning to open a new course on the Old Testament book of Jonah under the direction of Andreas Stutz, a PhD candidate at Masters University in California. For blessing for our plans in relation to the development of the television and university projects in material, spiritual and content-related dimensions.